All right, Chloe.
You does blessing a further count for Chloe and
Yes.
duplicate too? Well, duplicate Chloe will use the move to move further and stay close to
She
Kyron.
has haste
Which
anyways.
is haste, you should already be moving further.
It'll be attack of opportunity.
To just fly over them, just double
You're
move.
still leaving a threatened space.
Yeah, you're still leaving one of them areas.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, you can survive one hit, most like.
You take the AC bonus then.
I mean, it makes sense. You don't get a bonus from anything else at this point.
Ow!
That's a hit, but
29 damage.
That Chloe's still fine.
No, she's immune to cold.
That's true. 21 damage.
Let's bite the vibe.
You can use the wand as well. Well, like you double moved, I think.
Yeah, she did.
Let's bite the wyvern, see if that kills it. Probably not. Ignore the haste for now.
No, it doesn't kill it.
Okay, then I'll do the rest of my attacks.
All right.
What claws first? Wings and the tail. This time the hasted bite is actually a thing. It's probably enough to kill it. I'll just assume here for a moment.
It is. Marcus.
Marcus will full attack on Arn, I should think.
All right.
Let's do that.
Just take one that's not with the good.
I don't. Well, the thing is, there isn't one for Halldamir.
Okay, then what you do is, as a temporary damage bonus, add how much is it? 2d6.
I mean, he has.
Just do -6.
He has Flaming Burst, which is a D6, right? And he has Vicious, which is another 2, and then he has the good stuff. So minus.
Just -6. That's the average of 2d6.
-6.
I remember to hurt him for every hit he takes. Or he does.
Oh yeah, right.
A whole d6 back at him.
And has the aura, so it's a -4 total damage because of the aura is active. And that should do it, I think. Well, power attack as well. Why not? He can probably hit that, right? He most certainly can, and boy does he. That is 1 miss, 4 hits. Oh boy. Even a crit. Let's see here. Sheep, are you adding up?
Yes.
Okay.
2 plus 27, that's a miss. That's a hit. The crit confirms for damage.
224, and he takes how much from the vicious?
1d6 per, so 46.
46.
All right.
And he heals as well.
Serious. You see if Case will skip it for now. He will then
Burn.
attack Marcus.
That's a hit.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Doesn't confirm, but that's
31
damage.
Wait, he only has one. This guy will go here to flank. Full attack.
Can he flank with the dice guy?
Perhaps not. But
It
those
doesn't
are not
matter.
hits anyway.
Doesn't matter.
So attack with falchion.
Certainly.
For miss.
Yes.
Grass.
Okay. Let me do a thing. Let's see, what's the range of that? That is not enough range to do what I want very well. Oh, so they're trying to sneak around, are they? Well. I can certainly stop that. And I think I shall. Zacharias, I can... that guy is probably not going to go anywhere. Zacharias flies over here.
Attack opportunity.
Certainly. Let's... but that pops an image maybe? What? No.
No.
AC is super high right now. Alright, these creatures... we're gonna stop this now with first a normal dazing fireball. This is not quickened; it's just a dazing fireball, like so.
Mm-hmm.
That is still a 24 reflex, 37 fire damage. That is good. That's good. That actually made me save some. Can I snipe from here? No. Yeah, that's enough. Zacharias is done. Aura's off, by the way. There's no reason to have it on out here.
Alright, cash.
Remember to move the cloud.
Alright, yes.
Do that while you take your turns.
5 foot step and attack the bear. Oh, I don't have the +2 from Zacharias anymore.
I can't move the cloud because I was not the one drawing it.
You can just delete it and redraw it.
How do I delete it without...
With the ruler.
I can do it. 1 second.
Bye, bear. It's over 300 again.
It's over 9,000.
No, not quite.
51
Jonas.
sneak. Holy crap.
There you go, Jonas. If you want to redraw it, that's where that eye's supposed to go. Now, the small one I put there.
Oh, I should have a different color.
Yeah, that bear is probably dead. I don't think there's much point calculating damage because they are all hits.
Let's see.
That's strange. 1 second.
Oh, no.
I can't undo my old one for some reason.
That's fine. I'll keep it like that. It looks...
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Chloe?
Chloe normal is not gonna do anything. Chloe duplicate will heal Kyron, might as well.
Burgle needs to take a con save or fortitude save since he touched the cloud.
I'll do it at the end of his turn.
Well, he technically enters it when I moved on Zacharias' turn. But yeah.
I suppose we can do it that way. He makes it.
Okay. 2 con.
That's the end of Chloe and duplicate Chloe's turn.
Yep. Oh, oops. Karen.
don't think you need me over there, so I'm just going to poke the annoying troll.
Yeah.
Hello.
Warning, there may be incoming dose of fire to help you there.
Troy's currently flat-footed. He's just flagging about. Not that it changed a whole lot. But
Well, let's just bite at him.
Marcus. I'll attack with him then.
Oh, right, Marcus, yeah.
He does midnight.
No, it's not midnight he's using.
Oh,
I have him. That's fine.
all right, good. Just remember the -6.
Yes. Yeah, full attack on Arn, and if anything, if he kills, we can go to the other guy. Here we go. That is fumble, but hits 4 hits on Arn. The crit does not confirm.
I'll do damage. You just keep going.
All right. Brah. You're gonna attack Zacharias.
Sure. Yes. $186 damage for that guy. Yeah.
So you're still not doing anything about the firework.
Yarathon was.
Sheriffon was supposed to grab him.
Do we see Yarathon flying over there?
I haven't really paid much attention.
I'll take a look when my turn comes around. If I don't see him, I'll teleport over there.
Wasn't he in the reverse?
I think you'd be better off staying here.
I mean, I can teleport. It's literally.
You'll attack
Yeah, I can too.
Are you
Kyron.
Technically, isn't your teleport inaccurate, kind of?
No. Well, I can dimension door. It's close enough.
Don't you think you're more needed here than me?
I don't think so. You can much more easily make sure that nothing escapes, and
Alright.
they are not really a threat at all.
Very well.
You got Marcus and Cash just cleaning up right
I
now.
will jump on the wall, begin climbing it. How tall was it?
It's 30.
30.
You climb at 1/4 speed, so
Unless you have a climb speed.
Yes.
yes.
I'll make it not the whole way up. This guy is dazed. Serious.
Oh, he wants to climb the wall now, does he? Well, we can't deal with that.
No.
Let me teach him pain. How far away is he right now from me? That far. Well, in that case, I'm going to fly to here. And step 1, I'm going to look at this poor bugbear on the wall and Cold Eye Strike. Not looking too hot. Actually, it's looking very cold. But let's go ahead then and proceed and continue to do this with what would be good now? I mean, I don't need to throw much at him. Probably. Is there anything else though? Yeah. Oh well, I don't think there is anything that's particularly powerful I can use on him right now.
Right, you won't do anything else?
So I will. I will blow damage.
I don't think his reflex save is that good on top of the wall. Or climbing up. I don't even.
Technically flat-footed or climbing up.
Not if he has a climb speed.
Got shot
Okay.
and died. This guy's gonna burn to death. Assuredly. Surprise.
Does Zacharias see Yarathon doing anything?
Currently he sees a lot of gas in front of him.
I mean, does he see Yarathon up in the sky?
It seems so.
No. Yeah, Zacharias will call out to Kyron Telemandus that Yarathon seems to be slacking off on his duties.
He's sort of breathing down upon the mangled field of. Sometimes diving down to grab something other,
Sure.
throwing it from high heights.
So you can teleport there, right?
Yeah, I'll get him.
Okay. Make sure that you do.
You don't see fire ants out there in the carnage.
No. We'll go to the thing. Let's this silly bugbear. Let's destroy you, shall we? With let's go with just a normal fireball, I think. That should be enough. Right? Yeah, probably. Normal fireball.
Well, you'll take the attack of opportunity, or
Sure.
all right.
Really. Can't really fail the defensive casting anyway, but no. Right, so 35 fire damage. And we'll do a cold ice strike hitting both of them.
Uh-huh.
DC is
That is a failure for both of them.
okay.
Double one.
That is pretty nasty.
So damage.
Yes, 15d6. That is 56 cold. Alright, then he will swoop back here, and he will also go higher up, so he can get a better view of the battlefield. As he does.
Complete carnage. Just heaps of bodies everywhere. Little things trying to hide under bigger things that are burning, and yeah.
Do
Just crazy chaos. Knights sort of slowly moving their way down across the field, seemingly killing everything in their path.
Does Rakir and his brother seem to be enjoying themselves?
Yeah, they're around, basically also breathing their life-draining breaths down.
Good.
Souls being consumed. They have been hit by some arrows, but they don't really seem to care.
No.
Arrows don't seem to hurt them.
Are you gonna punish Jarathon for not obeying his simple order?
Oh, you won't even know.
Oh boy, will we. We're also going to move the clouds up a step. Let's see. Oop. No. Well.
It's cash. Do your thing.
She'll attack the polar bear.
Right.
He's probably dead.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just counting sneak attacks. Chloe?
5 foot step.
It's like in the mountain or in the. On the
Well,
bluff.
that's duplicate Chloe. Well, she would have heard Zacharias yelling at Kyron, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Well, she's not gonna follow him there. So, she's not suicidal.
Sure.
Oh, well, this one is.
So, Telmandus.
Can I just tell her? Well, can I just make sure that she keeps?
You can make it follow him.
She'll follow Kyron, and
Okay. Was Kyron able to see where the firework was coming from, or do we just hear?
I mean, in the middle somewhere.
Okay, Kyron will dimension door into the middle somewhere,
All right.
like over the battlefield.
As long as Kyron's in here, he'll take assured damage every round.
Sure.
Just
Chloe
be
will,
above the battlefield and look
He
down.
sees complete carnage everywhere.
Chloe
Kyron will try to look
be
for Zakharov.
basically
Right.
attach herself to Kyron. So can she teleport with him?
You can.
She can heal you a little.
Let's
at
go over
least.
here.
Kyron doesn't see Zagarot. She's lots of bugbears, lots of giant trolls, and all kinds of stuff.
No fire axe.
Not that he sees. Marcus.
He'll keep trying, keep looking.
You can roll a perception check, maybe?
You could certainly try. Marcus.
Sure, let's give that a
Well,
shot.
Marcus is going to kill the bear. Bear goes down, probably. That's 3 hits with a crit. That is 48. Let's see, 48 plus 16.
Chloe can use cash perception, so that's Chloe, duplicate Chloe doing that.
Sure.
Plus 22 plus 17 plus 26. No.
What are you even doing?
I'm
with
adding
that?
up all the damage. How do I add? Is it add?
Just put
Just
brackets around it.
Roll?
Or roll.
Okay.
Roll. Yeah.
Sure. 258.
Roll with it, man.
It certainly does.
On fire.
And in noxious
Power kill.
fumes again. So, fortitude save?
At this point, we might as well just say that they die. I
Okay.
think. They have no way of getting out of there.
No.
That's going to be a lot of con damage.
Yeah, that was my initial point. Our
He's
plan.
burning. He can't roll on the ground very well.
Yeah, he can't stop, drop, and roll to put himself out. He doesn't have a bucket of water,
Slice
I
at you
assume.
with his rending. This guy's known for his claws being able to make the toughest creature bleed incredibly fast.
However, if he can't reach us,
Against the magical might.
Karen in the middle of everything begins to be hit by arrows, of course, when sort of Jerathon flies down to land next to him, basically killing whatever things are near him. Seemingly enjoying the fight as he fights near. Telemundus seeming to think that Telemundus has joined him for some ground dragon combat.
Not quite what Telemundus is here for, as he will turn around to Jerathon and hiss, "You were told to do something! Fetch the fire axe!"
I did.
Where is he?
He sort of waves a wing towards the back. Over there. I put him down.
Telemundus will snort, as he can't really say that Jerathon didn't do his job because he did. And he'll fly off to meet the fire axe, hopefully.
Right. Sure. Will the rest of you partake more in the slaughter?
Casual.
As at this point, you see that basically many of the men are like so jubilant at this great victory with almost no casualties. They just jump on like flakes of stone and sort of glide down the sides of the bluffs
Idiots.
to basically go in and begin to coup de grace whatever is laying around.
Uh,
There being no real standing enemies left.
Sakura will approach his dragon friends and congratulate them on a beautiful slaughter and ask
They're
them
currently just ripping meat out of
yeah,
half-dead things.
and ask them respectfully to retreat back to or return to their place of dwelling, as he hopes this has slaked some of their thirst for now, and that he promises to talk more with them later. But for now, he needs to take control of this like rabble he has around him.
Well, they will grab a few things that are around them.
Hold on, let me grab
Take
some
to their
things.
wings.
It's like a doggy bag with like
Yeah.
snacks.
And as the men are just all over this field, bloodlust basically sinking in. The cavalry and the basically the well armored and Eisenmark's troops are keeping their close. The amount of killing here seems to be nothing new to them, while the rabble is or criminals are basically very much enjoying this slaughter. The field is now full of dying and dead, being murdered and looted and pillaged and thrown around and trophies taken and the like.
We'll leave Marcus to guard in the pass.
Telemundus, being quick, can try to. He does see some a little bit of loot close by. So one of the trolls nearby him have had like a sack
Oh, he'll definitely grab
He
that.
could like be like, "Oh, that was mine." And,
It's all his.
he could grab
For my hoard.
a sack of stuff if he wants to.
Sure, he wants a sack of stuff.
All right, yeah, you can roll 2d6.
See how much stuffs I get. I get 10 stuffs.
I don't really know what's in the stuffs. All right, you get 1,000 gold pieces worth of stuffs.
Did any of the named guys have anything?
Hmm?
The name you kill at the gate.
Let's see what they had. This guy had nothing, basically. The trolls basically had almost like their fur armor. Arn has, however, he seems to have a potion of cure serious wounds left,
Ooh.
a +3 hide armor, a +2 great club, an amulet of natural armor +3, a cloak of resistance +1, a bag full of all the loot he's claimed, which is worth 3,200 gold pieces,
How much was the resistance cloak?
+1,
This one. 3,500?
3,200.
200?
He also has a 5-gallon cask of beer that is completely like cold and still seeping,
Ugh.
and then he has a dead pig tied to his back.
Sure. We'll keep the pig.
Dibs.
It's a good pig. So, +3 hide armor, +2 great club, +2 natural armor, amulet, +1
Three.
rest.
Natural armor.
3 natural armor.
Yep.
+1 rest cloak, 3,200 gold pieces, and a pig.
Yeah.
Okay.
So also seeping out beer if you want to suck it from the barrel.
No,
No.
that's
Right.
quite fine.
Wouldn't really see Sakurai doing it anyway.
No.
Jumping at the chance for free alcohol.
Whoa, finally!
Oh.
It's only down.
Will Kyron find Fire X?
But he's going after. At least you see him fly away with Jerathon.
You know,
Hard to see if Black Dragon is angry or not. I mean,
Yeah.
Spoiler, they always are.
you can run down and begin pillaging as well if you want among the soldiery.
No.
Which might be a little too
Who runs?
dignifying for you, but
Yeah.
We fly.
Sakurai will he will linger at the pass to see that no one actually tries to get through here.
yeah, there appears to be no enemies really able to move a whole lot, especially now that they all have throats and their swords and whatnot.
Good.
It is a carnage, complete red. There are like 30,000 dead things in there.
Sakurai assumes his human
The
disguise.
little lake completely full of blood. Not a green straw of grass in sight. This place will be dead for a very long time.
Ah, what glorious carnage, is it not? He looks over the battlefield.
You can sort of see
What? Does Cash back away at carnage?
see the
No, I just thought it would be fun.
Barathal looking out over the field with his banner at one of the hills.
Well, when seemingly no one here to further oppose us, wait 20 minutes or something just to be sure that nothing tries to get past here. I mean, the prismatic wall will still hold for like freaking.
I mean, only the biggest and toughest things actually got here.
Yeah. Well, the
Most
wall,
of them died before.
The wall holds for 3 hours, I think. So
20 minutes so that then duplicate Chloe will disappear. Poof.
we'll
You better bring the wand.
yeah. We go
Falls to the
to
ground, breaks.
we go to
Kyron and Jerathon will find Sagar basically seeing in a close by little clutch of trees, looking over at now the slow smoke begin to rise as pyres are being built from the heaps of dead.
Telemondus will just land, give him a rather enigmatic nod that can't really be understood for much, really. As he will turn back into Kyron. Kyron just standing there after his moment of transformation with a sort of spread arms in a I did this kind of motion.
I thought
Smiling.
I thought when you said you were gonna nod to Fyrax, turn around and smack Yarathon for some reason.
Yeah. And then Kyron will just say, "It seems your new life has just begun. I know it's painful to leave the old one behind, but you'll get over it."
I'm sure I will. I have gotten over things before. I was once banished, an outcast, wanting them all dead now. I just might be the last of my people on this island. We've lived here for generations. Hundreds of years. We were enemies of the first dwarves who came up from the ground. He smiles slightly. And I have led them all to death.
It could be worse. You could not be the last one.
That certainly is true. And now the time to pay for my life in luxury has come. Have you decided how you will make me pay?
Karen frowns a bit. I have not personally thought about it, but I'm sure there are plans. You've did well, and those who do well for us, I suppose, have a bright future still ahead of them.
Nods. I will be best, I think, outside the reach of the people of this island. My name is the most hated among all, I think. Perhaps going to the north, to the Agathium. I suppose I would meet a manager of that place. Wolfram used to do it, I know.
He doesn't anymore.
As I imagined.
Karen kind of shrugs. I have little business with the Agathium. You will have to talk to your Lord and Cardinal at this point. But I'm sure he'll have a place for you. And if he doesn't, then why? There's other places.
Looks at Karen as I could become a dragon rider. Yarathon scowls. Sort of seemingly being demeaning to have a bugbear on his back.
You will have a bugbear on your back.
You'll be
like
happy. Yeah.
Slap him.
Kyron will actually turn towards Jeraphon and say, "You did well enough, Jeraphon. Thank you. I hope to see more of..."
As he fetches something for his claw and hands Kyron what seems to be a sort of a thick laden golden crown
Oh.
encrusted with diamonds.
Well.
Where did he get that?
Seems to be worth 8,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god, wear it. Wear it.
Kyron frowns at the crown.
An offer for the Horde, brother. I saw it and thought you would like it.
Aww.
He's so cute.
Adorable.
Then he doesn't bow, he just slightly lowers his head, showing submission.
Kyron's smile is a bit more genuine now as he looks at Jeraphon and says, "I accept."
I'm still not used to your form in this way.
It is difficult. Let's just say that you should know that your brother does accept your gift, and so do I. You might still have to get used to the fact that we aren't exactly the same person, although at this point I'm not entirely sure myself anymore. It is difficult.
Curls around the tree, begins to crack and break it.
It's just what he does for hanging out.
He does like to sort of flex his muscles. He is quite massive compared to other blacks.
Mm-hmm.
So he sits down on a rock with his axe, flaming, being very little on it. As he looks out over the sort of sun going down, sort of red clouds, and black smoke rising.
Where was the command post?
The rest of you, the command post was up here.
Screw you, not leaving
So we're
us
here.
here.
On a height. with a banner, basically. Where
Why-
Berethor stands and looks out over the carnage. His men currently building the pyres. The knights and the crossbowmen have retreated a little bit, letting the others deal with the corpses.
Sure. Yeah, Zacharias will, land next to him.
She'll land next to him too. She want to come. She doesn't want to stay there.
Cloak billowing, runes flashing as he looks around. Looks to him and says, "Report."
This is the battle went successfully. All the enemies seem to be dead. I have sent the cavalry out to look for stragglers who might have been following the group but not directly being part of it.
Any escapees at all?
It seems not. The cavalry took down more than half of the force masterly.
Zacharias nods.
Without them, it would have been... Some would have left. Quite a large amount of wolf riders seemed to be going for it, but these horses were not scared.
It seems like Eisenmark has earned his keep then.
One says, very professional soldier. He's of the Soapy's people are of the highest caliber.
Zacharias nods. Yes, keeping him and his regiment around seems like a good idea for the future then.
Well, I would certainly recommend it.
Good, good. Now, he turns around to him. Sir Berethor, you stand upon the precipice of your ascension. Do you feel up to the task to wave and smile to the people?
See him sort of look out. A banner in front of him, sort of held by one of his sergeants. Some sort of thug, clearly itching to get down there. But keeping it in his skin. Most likely why he was added to this duty. As he looks out to see the blood-soaked banners of the Red Stag slowly nodding. Noin says, I think this is what I've always been preparing for.
Zacharias nods. Good.
Oh.
Good, Berethor. We will be relying upon your expertise in the coming days and weeks as we establish rule. He looks around. Yes. Enemies are crushed, and power is for the taking.
Now we march on the capital.
Indeed we do. When?
As saviors, and if they resist, conquerors.
Nods. Quite so. We have secured an alliance with the old Barkans. There should be little to no opposition at the Mathrin, I should think.
They are powerful politically. The old king didn't want to see it. As he thought rightly so, and rightly so that Asmodeus was the greatest threat. So, too bad for him. He couldn't do anything about it.
Zacharias opens the bag.
Are you gonna take an hour's no? Oh, why didn't I know? Talk with now.
Yeah, he pulls out, with his almost skeletal fingers when in his human form, pulls out the basically by the hair pulls out the king corpse. Looks at it, sighs wistfully. I should really turn you into something, shouldn't I? A grave knight, perhaps.
Berethor looks at it and says, perhaps we should bury him in an official ceremony. Although it'd be hard to explain how we got it. That could give us some legitimacy.
Perhaps.
Laying the Darians to rest, as it is.
The problem is that
My ancestor, I suppose.
the problem is annoying people will probably arrive and try to revive him.
I thought not. Just, if so, let's have people watching the grave.
Cash rocks.
Zacharias looks at the remains. I am sure it can be warded somehow. We will look into it.
We at least can all agree that it's getting disturbing that you have him in a bag.
If nothing else, he sort of looks at it sort of spitefully. It will draw out the people who do not wish to see it in our hands.
Possible. He looks over to Cash, smiles. Me
Symbolic.
disturbing, Cash. What are you talking about? Such nonsense. He stuffs the corpse back into the bag.
Cash eyes. Therefore, just gives him a.
Looks to Cash and says, "The tears of Aklis were truly powerful, still lingering in some parts of the country. My cure not completely successful, showing the inferiority of the old god. That has killed many. An intelligent plague, truly wicked. This is nothing in comparison."
I will add it was not easy to get that thing.
I said, "I understand this story, I believe."
Zacharias nods. You have done well.
Yeah, you were quite annoying.
Yes.
So, how did you get away back then? Suddenly, you just disappeared from our battleground. Curious.
Yes, I did.
Where did you go?
I appeared in Mathrin, outside the great cathedral. The next days, I had many visions and dreams.
Do you know who teleported you away?
It says Mithra. Mithra did so. So
I
the
don't-
cardinal said, and so the dreams told me.
Cash smiles. I don't believe Mithra leaves traces of hellfire.
Says, I don't think so, no.
No, that's all that was left from when you were teleported away. Hellfire.
Says, I suppose there could be details I didn't know about. Regardless.
So, I know you spent a lot of time with this princess.
If not. Some, not much. I was supposed to protect her. It seems she didn't need it. She's young and barely knows how to do anything. She's been very sheltered.
What do you else know about her?
She's very beautiful. Uncannily so. Seems that her mother is a dragon.
I kinda guessed that already. What was it about that? Else we wanted to ask him about the princess.
We basically would like a detailed account of everything he did together with her, like
Yeah,
anything she has ever said, plans,
Yeah.
visions, like anything like that. If he could put that into print.
Oh,
Just
what-
give
I
us a
came
huge-
to the Adarium to protect her. However, I was not allowed in fully to their chambers. Very protected, golems and such. I stayed in the upper chambers, however, and once the dragon attacked, Shargamon attacked, I moved in to protect her. I fought Shargamon. However, I was no match for the beast. And so, when I was just about to be slain, she stood up, cried out, and sent some sort of, I seem to think, I was very bloody at the time, but meteors appeared around him. Rays of cold and fire, licking against his scales. Terrible magic. Says, I do not think she knew what she did. It worked, however, and after that, she seemingly knew where to go and what to do. We went to Gaston Hall, where we had a meeting. There it was decided that I should go and see if I could recover Chargamon's hoard. With it, we were able to bribe. I don't know what the plan was.
Back to when you were teleported away from the. I keep forgetting what it's called. The place we got the tears.
The horn.
The horn. What dreams did you have?
Visions from Mithra telling me of my future, my fate, that I had to persevere no matter what. Lies, all of them. Trickery by a trickster god who wears 3 faces in order to oppress people with 3 different types of morality.
How much do you know of your father and mother?
I know enough.
Uncle?
Says, I know enough. The devils have taught me much.
I see.
Zacharias looks at him. How soon can the army march?
It says, it will take a day at least. We should be at Matherin within 2.
Yay.
That's good. Prepare yourself then. The entrance shall be grand indeed.
Perhaps you should stay with the army.
Looks
Yes,
out over it.
Make your presence visible.
Yes, I think that is a good idea.
As there certainly are plenty of room in the pavilions, if needed. Or he looks and says, I don't think you sleep either.
No, I have since stopped. However, he like from his bandolier, where he has like 4 or 5 different rods hanging, he pulls one out, a very splendicious rod, like it's magnificently carved and such. It is a rod of splendor, which he will then activate to create this magnificent palanquin thing, filled with like servants and food, and just this is like the party place, you know.
Like right here on the
Like,
bluff.
yeah, next to the command tent, like that.
Oh,
this is
it's
where we
well, all right, yeah.
isn't this where we hang out?
No, he hasn't set up that yet.
Oh, okay, fine. I thought this was
It's
like the,
just on the middle of the battlefield, like on
sure.
on the mud bluff.
Then I will do that when we get to the camp place, basically.
Sure. Smoke cloud thing.
It will be. Let me see here. It is a. Palatial tent, huge pavilion, 60 feet across, made of silk. There are furnishing and food suitable to the splendor of the pavilion and sufficient to entertain as many as 100 people. The tent and its trappings last for a full day. At the end, it all disappears. So he will conjure that up, and he will invite the and he will tell basically Berthor to invite his captains and commanders to celebrate this great victory. He will also invite Herr Eisenmark, of course, and his most gallant and vicious sergeants to take part in the party that we're gonna.
They seem very boisterous. When they
You know, will any of them do some what's it called when you drink a lot and who's winning?
It's a drinking
game.
Will anyone do a drinking game with Cash?
If she asks them to.
She asks everyone if someone wants to do a drinking game against her.
Sure. Eisenmark's people seem to be sort of reserved when drunk, never really overstepping the bounds. They also seem to have a very good grasp of their limit. Basically keeping themselves in marching order. However, some of the criminals here seem to be completely fine with being completely bat drunk, unable to walk the next day, kind of thing.
Well, Cash will basically say out that no one can outdrink her.
Will she bring this challenge to the camp as well?
Of course.
Opening the kegs and.
Yeah.
All right.
She will welcome anyone who can beat her.
All right. Well, then tonight's camp is going to be full of drunk people.
You know, if anyone wins, they will win a night with Cash. But they can do what they want with her.
I mean, she can't be poisoned, so she literally cannot be drunk.
I know.
Which is why she will just get everyone in the camp, all the soldiers, like incredibly drunk.
She's gonna. Humans, they're so boring. Can't hold their liquor.
Marcus, however, can.
Oh, yes.
Well, he's not gonna be there.
Zacharias can't because he just runs through him, like literally.
It doesn't count as drinking it.
Cash should try to get Jerathon drunk.
Totally do it if.
Yeah, Jerathon's like,
Jerathon doesn't want to get drunk.
Oh.
Well, Dark.
He doesn't want to indignify himself such in front of these sub beings.
Cash can get drunk no matter how much he drinks.
Zacharias will also, just tell Eisenmark that he is very happy of the cavalry's performance, and that He will
That's why we
continue.
nod and say that they did nothing more than promised.
Good. And keeping that promise will make us all very, very happy indeed.
I was going to scoff at it and say that anything less would be an insult to their ability and his own.
See, this is a professional. This is what we need. This is what this country needs right now.
He'll also say to Zacharias that perhaps he's the person he should talk to when this is over about what sort of estate he would like to have.
Yes.
He's been looking a
certainly.
bit at the maps of this island, and there are certain areas he's most interested in.
Certainly. We can certainly discuss such things.
He would like him and his troops to have first pick, basically, over the estates left by dead nobles and such. Maybe there have been some widows who are willing to remarry.
Oh,
If,
someone as handsome as Herr Eisenmark, like who wouldn't?
she looks over and says that the rabble, of course, can share whatever rest there might be.
Rabble. Looking over them, shrugging. They will get theirs. Don't you worry about that. This will all get handled. Oh yes, it will. Oh yes, it will. Tsunami.
And then look out at the camp, just drunk around the corpse pyres. That'll burn all night. They just wallow around in blood and mud.
You know, Cash
He
will
sort of frowns slightly, looking at it, and says that perhaps it will take a day more to.
Zacharias
Get to
will sigh and say that Lady Cash is quite the party person.
Yes. You know, she'll sit there sober and just.
So nod and say that this was not a real victory. The real victory comes when we take the city.
Yes, quite so. Quite so.
Cash will just sit and look disappointed at the humans who can't keep up. No one.
They seem to have a great time anyway. They probably won't have a great time tomorrow.
I know, but Cash will. Cash always have a great party.
And they drink to the future and to fortune and to estates and to becoming nobility. Wealth and murder.
Nobility.
Yeah.
What a
Power.
laugh.
Yeah.
What a laugh. Well, yeah, I guess we, Zacharias will look around and see if we can find Sakharov. He doesn't really know where he went.
No, unless
I mean,
Telemann probably won't know. Zacharias is not going near this camp.
yeah, he's more like, can he fetch Karen, or does he see Yarathon hanging around?
No, it's not. I mean, it's a big place. He can look up, but I mean, with his perception, perhaps he would see like a tree that is being sort of cracked in a special way. Yes, that might be someone big over there, really like a giant. But that's probably not the case.
Yeah, he'll fly over to the cracked trees if he can.
And you'll see Zacharias sitting there, looking over the pyres rising, being melancholic, while Kyron, I suppose, is trying on his new crown and on a tree.
Yeah, Karen will try on the crown while...
It fits pretty well. It's sort of a little blood crusted on the inside, but
That's
hey,
fine.
Zacharias looks at the crown, frowns, looks at Karen. I wasn't aware that we killed the king on the battlefield today.
Karen just shrugs. Don't you think it fits?
I think we killed many kings.
Who says that? Jeraphon?
Zacharias looks at Yarathon.
17.
Oh, not bad. Not bad. He nods, looks at Yarathon. Yes, thank you for the carnage, Yarathon. Always a spectacle to behold.
Sort of sneers, which is his way of smiling.
Oh, you're quite welcome. He'll float over to Sakharov, toss him a what do you call it? A water skin with like booze he picked up from the camp.
A wineskin.
A wine skin, yes. Something to celebrate, perhaps. Or at least drink away your woes. Whatever suits you, I suppose. You're not gonna go all mopey on us now, are you, Sakharov?
He'll drink, looking over, and says, I just missed the battle of a century.
Yes, I suppose you did. It wasn't too much, to be fair. Your lieutenants were impressive, but yes,
as my leadership once made them an army. A few days without me and they would have disintegrated, spread across all the land. We did manage to pillage half the kingdom, I suppose.
Half a kingdom is better than no kingdom pillaged. Sadly, we need to rebuild that now. Looks at him, frowning.
Because I hope that's not where you plan to put me. I would hate to run a plow for the rest of my time.
No. I think your talents are far too valuable to waste on such things. However, he sort of frowns. You do have certainly a knack for leading troops into battle.
He nods.
Perhaps some sort of similar position can be arranged.
Because I don't think the humans would follow me.
Not if they knew, of course, but there are ways, Sekhiroth, to hide your guise of a bugbear. We could make you look quite human if we put our minds to it.
He shouldn't need to hide. He did nothing wrong.
Zechariah's
As I killed all of their families, I avenged my people and all the peoples of the north, and then I betrayed them. My name is hated in both worlds. Zacharias, I did ask our dragon friends about perhaps a position at the Agathium. Someone needs to hold the fort, so to speak. And it is nice there.
yes, well...
Quiet.
Well,
And as I can't be around people.
You have Grigor in the basement, but I suppose...
He's not people.
Frowns as I do not like him.
I don't think anyone does, really. Yes.
More unpredictable than the worst of my horde.
Well, if you end up in the Agathium, and if you do end up with him as a neighbor, do know that you can tell me if he steps out of line, and I will rein him in. Oh yes, I will.
He generally doesn't spend time near me.
Good. I can't speak exactly for what the Cardinal will have in mind for you. That is up to him to decide, I should think. But if you have a sort of request of posting, I would think that it would be, at least would be considered. It depends on what else we can scrounge up from this old pyre of a kingdom we have left.
So it says, whatever you wish, I am at your service.
Good. That is good to know. If Zacharias looks over Sekhiroth,
Drinks a little more.
does he seem to have good gear?
Oh, yeah. It's quite decent. Doesn't even need much.
Zacharias starts looting.
Infernal plate
No.
and the fire axe. So
it
he
was
also
more like-
seemed to have a very hard to see, but sort of an iron band ingrained through his basically his skin and fur, and meat was cut in a circle around his scalp, and then there was an ingrained iron band that seems to also have magical properties. There.
Sure.
We already know what that is, though.
I think
Seems
that's
to be
what's
boosting his mental stats.
Yeah,
quite a
Yeah.
bit.
like what makes him smart. Yeah, that's quite fine. I should think. It doesn't seem to be wanting for anything. Which I like. Good. Yeah,
He likely has the best the horde has come across in half the kingdom.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good, he comes pre-equipped. Yeah, I don't really have anything. Me personally doesn't have anything else to bring up for the camp, so to speak.
All right.
I don't know if
Michael will just sort of stay here. He doesn't really have his tent with him now. He's kind of left some servants, so we can sleep under the stars tonight if need be. He's done so before in the old days when he was in exile.
Chiron will offer him to bring him to wherever the hell he wants to be right now, because he can.
Oh, sure. Well, where's Chiron going?
Chiron is probably going back to the Isle of Erementhus eventually. But
Well,
right now,
mean-
if Fireaxe wants to be at the Agathian, he can be at the Agathian.
All right, yeah, he has a room there. He knows he has some
Yeah.
things there. Different things. I mean, that's a place he knows at least. Where he won't really be in the way until you need him.
Sure, it's better than sleeping under the stars.
Indeed. He'll accept that offer. He also knows that there's food and alcohol and whatever he would need there, except for company. But he has had quite a lot of that for the last, for the last couple of years, really.
you know, you should get Raiju there. I remember they were quite the butts.
Tiger didn't really like Raiju.
He didn't? I thought he said he was the nice one.
Well, Raiju has no discipline. Someone like Fireaxe wouldn't like him, I think.
Raiju is he basically made trouble by killing Fireaxe's commanders when they tried to give him orders and such.
Oh. Okay. No
He was kind of asked to leave the horde pleasantly, but he stayed in a tower and killed everyone come in there. So
Then we hired him.
What about Grumblejack?
there's no problem with Grumblejack. Grumblejack is a disciplined ogre. That's cool.
You know, maybe he could spend some time with Grumblejack.
Grumblejack is currently in, I believe, he's hanging out in Farhold.
What's he doing? Oh, yeah, right.
He's hunting boggarts and crocodiles,
Why is he?
Yes, crocodiles.
Oh, well, okay.
smashing through swamps and forests,
Oh,
trying to not
snappy.
basically stay out of. He's being like a vigilante ogre for the people there. Oh, so the winged ogre, he saved me out there on the hunt.
Oh,
Oh,
Like a demon monster thing that's not evil, or
You know-
maybe it is, but I don't know. It killed all the boggarts, so
say what you want of having vampire overlords, but they certainly keep you safe enough.
yeah. As long as we give them the
Yeah,
donations,
yeah. They will
don't
keep you
ask
safe.
where the pale people go at night.
Yes, just don't. But you're safe until the call comes for you.
But it won't. There's so many others.
It's the
It'll never be me.
the blood tax, right?
Yeah. That's what they
Alright.
call it, gas and all.
Yeah.
Well, the criminals do. It's only bad people who are taken.
Exactly. We're gonna take the bad people.
if Cash were to send, and I'll just say this to you because it's so much easier. If Cash you sending on Trick to report, how would he report back?
The word that he's recovered, what she asked for.
Really?
Yeah.
How did it go?
Went great. No real problem. There was no real reason to send him there. He found him was a little hard, but the rest kind of went smoothly.
Is he on his way back to the Isle?
Yeah.
How long will it take?
There's something the guy wanted first. It'll take a few days, but
Cash will tell Trick that he can punch him in the face and say no.
he said that didn't help.
Of course it didn't.
We'll bring him back as fast as possible.
Good. Trick can use sending too, right?
Yeah.
Tell him to report when they're at the Isle.
Sure.
Good.
And so the day goes, I think.
Yes.
Whoa!
Whoa.
What was that?
It was my bottle that no longer that got air in it. And then released pressure. Well,
To the capital.
the next day is headaches for everybody. Nobody is allowed by the commander to drink the next day. and then finally the army begins to move again.
Good, good, good.
Berthor basically tells you that he plans to send a few riders ahead to bring the news. Although he's sure that farmers and such would already have given it.
Oh, I had one thing I would have liked to done, like in the
Oh.
down day, I guess.
Yeah.
Sakurai will walk around. Well, he will hover around, fly around the camp, and he will from time to time.
In his human form? Or?
Yes, definitely human
Right.
form. Otherwise,
Sure.
he will send these people screaming into the hills. No, in his human form, and he will basically show them like who he is, tell him that he's Zacharias, and that he can basically make it known that he's one of the lords of this endeavor. And to oppose him is to invite complete and utter
He will
destruction.
cheer to his name.
Yeah, there we go. That's what he likes. He will also say that that if you are a person of bright mind and bright talent, he might have a place for you, especially if you have any interest in the arcane or alchemy or something like that. If you have any such talents, you should definitely seek him out. Request an audience once the city is taken, because he is looking for these type of specially gifted individuals. Oh yes, he is.
Get many interesting questions. If what sort of reward there would be for.
Unlimited. He will say that the ability to have a bright future in working under Zacharias as potentially an apprentice. If you are, bright of mind and powerful of spell, you can certainly come very far with working with Zacharias. That is what he will instill here, basically. Looking for.
It doesn't seem like there are any wizards sort of looking around among the band, or sorcerers really. But there certainly are some trickster people who might know a thing or two about being smart.
Yeah.
But that's probably more street smarts instead of cheating.
Ooh.
Sort of generally just being charlatans and
Okay, sure.
and thieves and such.
Well, he
Scammers.
He tried. If there is anyone, he will deal with that when it comes. But he's certainly fishing for it.
Cash will really point out also who she is, and she will point out she's the freaking matron. And she really wants the soul to know who she is.
Just walk around and tell them.
No, I'm just imagining both
Hey,
of
I'm
you.
Cash. Hey, I'm Cash.
While she's drinking with them.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah, they will sing songs and stuff. Make sort of roundy comments until if no one's sort of punished for it, they will do that a lot.
Do what roundy comments?
Make sort of dirty or filthy comments.
As long as it's like this, it's fine. But if they do it when it's not party time, she will punch them in the throat.
Sure. You don't think anyone would dare when they're not drunk?
That's what she expects. She will play with their feelings.
Zacharias would also call upon Desitor.
Oh, sure. You will appear.
All right.
That much of an issue.
Hey, buddy.
Sort of appear in a little poof fire, and she's in
What?
bows and says, I heard my call. How are you? How did the whole thing go?
The battle is a success, Desitor. Everything is dead, nothing escaped as far as we have ascertained, and we now march on Matherin.
The man says, my great lord, you honor me greatly by letting me have just a moment of your time on this special day. Truly, carnage has happened, and truly hell is pleased.
We need to make this entrance look spectacular, Desitor. Magnificent, even.
So bows and says, I see. What would you wish of me then, my lords?
Is it possible to perhaps things using some of the prodigious skills of illusion magic that I am sure you and your kind can conjure at will to help along with the splendor of this parade?
Just what are you thinking then? What exactly do you have in mind?
The Scion is returning, of course. What would be more fitting than escorted in by not only, humans, but maybe also some representatives from the other planes? Say, he sort of thinks, The seemingly what's it called in English? The seemingly presence of something angelic, perhaps. He smiles. Calm some of the people's fears and make it even more splendid.
This person says, my lords, you must excuse me. If there's one thing we perhaps cannot do, it is make something seem angelic. However, we can make the people, he says, not care. She looks down, giving a slight grin. My lords, I always believe that ruling by fear is best. And why try to hide the truth when the truth is so very splendid? He then does a flourish.
I will totally agree with Desider.
I
have talked to you before about perhaps getting a permanent seat on the council. Then I would hold to that I would not need to hide my form, if possible. Of course, with your leave only, my lords.
Sigurd nods. The council itself would probably not be a problem. I am not sure the people of Talingard is at the point where they will readily accept the forces of hell marching on the streets openly. But I might have underestimated some of their desperation. It might be that simply any order restored is welcome enough.
Valiant says, I do not believe they have the power to resist, my lords.
Sigurd nods. Is Asurius around, Didias? What would he think of this?
He hasn't said anything in a long time.
No, I know.
Yeah, he said he might not be able to talk much.
Oh, all right. The Cardinal has gone silent on the issue.
You know, Cash thinks it's a splendid idea.
What does Karen think?
Sorry, what?
Should we just march in like guns blazing, like devils flying around?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, fuck them. Cash wanna be a full drow when she walks in there. In all her splendidness.
Drow vampires, dark dragons, devils.
Your saviors are here. We do have Theodora and the Erinies, right?
Most of the Erinies are dead.
Oh.
Vanished forever.
We kind of killed them,
As
didn't
Marcus
we?
is doing. But yes, otherwise they would be there. The ones that are not really working anymore since the sisterhood was broken when some of them died. If not, then Theodora will sarcastically remark that the Nine Sisters would serve as long as they were the sisterhood.
Of course.
Oh, she will certainly be able to teach these humans what it means to serve hell. She smiles wickedly. Perhaps a demonstration of her magics when, her work when the cities entered.
I think
The few that might gasp will feel a thorn in their throat.
Mm-hmm.
A wretched sound as their skin is pulled from the outside, flayed in an instant.
Sakurai says that this sounds like simply delicious, and he would love to see some of her work.
He bows and says she will be ready among the people. Whoever gasps will be the first victim. Then the next will follow.
Oh, Theodora, you wicked girl. All right.
Cerebros seemed to have a similar sentiment, although he's a little less sort of artistic with his murder, and will confess that he really just wants to kill them all. And if he could start with a few that don't seem happy about his presence, well, he's sure the unhappiness will spread, allowing him to kill more and more and more.
We are here
which he would like.
We're here for a power demonstration.
Mm-hmm. Well, if every 5 people end up dying, then that is less mouths to feed, and more happy devils. Especially if they're all sacrificed to Asmodeus. Perhaps red skies could be painted above the city.
That's true. Every 5th sounds a bit much. Maybe a 10th?
8th? He'll meet you on the 9th.
Okay, let's do it. All right, fine. Let's go for 9th. That's fine.
You look at the others, basically seeking for confirmation that he can kill a 9th of the population in Matherin. It might take him some time, but he will certainly do an effort.
I mean,
we don't. We probably give him a.
You will mark
probably-
every single one with an
Yeah.
infernal star,
Thank you.
and then he
No,
teleports away.
we will basically say that. We'll basically say that at the day of us marching in, this is what we're gonna do to establish rule. But he doesn't have free reign to kill a tenth of the population forever. Absolutely not.
Right, just the few that seem to not like it.
Just the Mithrin that are gonna walk around and be all
The
annoying.
priests would. Are you sure there's a lot of those? Whoever wears a holy symbol, perhaps.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. We should probably
They
start
burn
culling them.
deliciously.
Probably start culling them a fair bit.
Sure.
But yeah, for the
Now, it says that a few villages have been written from people that were clearly all saints.
oh,
Continue with that practice, and be.
you know,
Nobody was willing to simply let the priest be punished for his deeds. They all stood up to defend him. Well, he suffered the consequences.
well, he will say, you know, you need to leave someone alive to spread the tale. You know, and that's
Now, and said, in such a city as this, I'm sure someone will see.
someone will survive.
You'll make sure to make it very visible.
Oh, well, that's
Promise
nice.
that much.
Yeah, again, he has a leave for a ninth, but only for the day of marching in. We don't give him leave forever.
I'll ask if he can have the bone devils as well to aid with this goal.
Oh, sure, that's fine.
Who's asking how fall is?
Zerebos,
Our
I don't-
horned devil buddy.
Oh.
this guy.
I don't know where I'm looking.
Should appear.
Oh, him.
Yeah. Hey, Zap. Yeah, I mean, don't kill too many. We need a few people to rule over. We can't rule over if they're all dead. Well, at least you can't. But yeah.
reference is big enough.
But you know, yes, we should all have fun, and it's a power demonstration. Show that this is. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, ruling over people that appreciate our rule would certainly be nice, but we can't be nice all the time, can we? We have to start being us at some point.
They, you know, I think if it's basic, like you could all be like being burned and hacked to death by bugbears now, or you like serve under us. That's basically the deal here.
Mm-hmm.
And serve us and serve well, and you will be rewarded. That's how it works. If you're working against us, then we will get rid of you in the most horrible way possible. That's the easy rules of the. It's a simple tyranny, folks. It's just.
It's not rocket science.
It's not
dear.
rocket science, exactly. It's tyranny.
But it
We-
was going to be lawful evil, so we're sending them to the camps.
that is tyranny.
Only if they do something bad.
I mean, if they break the law,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not tyranny.
and it is. It's a complete draconic tyranny. It's like, oh, you're a Mithrin? Well,
Draconic tyranny, you got that right.
Well, we get nothing good from the Mithrin.
no.
Remember what they did to us.
Oh yes.
And therefore.
Yeah, and they're first to go to the camps. I mean, what? It's time to march.
I did not stop them because I was not a Mithrin.
Exactly. that's what we're going for here.
That's what no one in the capital is saying.
It's, you know, the colors of hell are black and red. It seems everything is fitting. I think it's gonna look like the rally for Adam Sutler on V for Vendetta.
So, yeah. When you're ready to march, just say so.
We I think we march, right?
Right.
And for those
Wish Surius was here as well.
yeah,
Kind of playing with 3 people right now. That's really suboptimal, but
this is gonna be the rally. I posted a picture in the chat. That's basically us.
are you here, Dark? Like, are you here? Because I really like 20% is a lot too. Well,
Yeah.
40% is a lot to miss with such an occasion. The battle's kind of finished here, so
I
we
would
go
like
to
to
the next
get-
chapter. Yeah, I'd like that too, but
I would like to get into planning stuff because
with this number of,
like it's been
I don't know where he went.
I don't know.
He said he didn't feel so well, so who knows?
He was sick.
Yeah, he felt.
He does. I mean, he isn't here, even if he's in the call.
Is he in the call?
Yeah, he's in the call. He's just not.
Well, we could keep going and fill the other two in later.
I just want them to have the chance to have an influence
Yeah, that's true.
on things.
Like, is it like I would like to get to so we can actually start doing some.
I very much
for
like that
stuff.
too.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what I've been waiting for now.
But I
for,
also
like,
don't want to just
weeks.
continue without 40% of people who then don't get to.
I mean,
Especially when the more
Let's
of
keep
them-
going a little bit, shall we?
Is-
If we just can reach the point where we can get some information about how this is going to work,
Yes,
and
please.
then we can sort of take it easy from there on.